Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today, man. Welcome back. If you've been here, y'all already know what's up. If you're new here, say what's up. We appreciate you. But today's video, superheroes have the worst lives.
Lives?
Yeah, lives. You believe that's true? I would hate to be a superhero, bro.
Why?
Everybody having to depend on me. Who I depend on? You know? Ain't never no free time off because as soon as they see me out having a good time, they like, why are you not out helping someone? You get like, bro, too much responsibility.
Yeah, that is true.
No self-time.
And I'm real low key. I don't.
Because every time, if you notice, every time like one of the superheroes, they be in a relationship, they be out on a date, and that's something going on. Now I ain't got time for all that.
It what's up?
Say for instance, I'm at my mom's funeral and bomb go off. Ain't nobody gonna be like, he's at a funeral. They're gonna be, come on, we need your help. Man, my mom, it's okay, but we need you. No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. not saying like I'm just, that was so hypothetical. But hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. You gotta do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
Or even just in mourning. You know how some people like to tune out like when they mourning or something? You can't even do that, bro. True. I might be stressed out one day. Can't even just have a day.
To yourself.
Yeah. Self-care day.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants you to care for themselves. But let's go. Let's check it out. See what's about.
I feel like a lot of us wanted to be a superhero growing up. Seeing Spider-Man swing off buildings, Batman gliding through the sky, Iron Man having some of the coldest suit-ups in the franchise. Like, who wouldn't want to be a superhero? But that's my child brain talking. I was recently rewatching some movies and not gonna lie, fuck no. If I'm offered 24 hours in their shoes, I'm declining. The type of situations they get put through is ridiculous. Matter of fact, the first superhero I mentioned, Spider-Man. His life sucks. I'd be damned if I'm spending my free time saving the city and here comes J. Jonah Jameson spreading nothing but hate on my name. He could have just saved a baby from a burning building and you hear Jonah on the radio, saved. He dangled an infant 50 feet in the air with no safety net.
What?
Like Jonah. The baby was on the 13th floor. Should we have taken the stairs? Craziest part is the citizens would hear that shit and believe it. I would have quit the millisecond I heard him on the radio. Yeah, the next time the Sinister Six is in town and you got a 7'9", 500-pound rhinoceros at your doorstep, don't call for Spider-Man. I won't be answering the call. But I don't think Jonah is the worst part. Worst part is, after saving the city 300 times, he comes back home with a rent notice on the floor. All of these heroics and he's broke. Gets thrown through at least 12 walls a day and he still can't catch a break. Exactly why I couldn't be a hero.
Then he can't tell nobody, hey, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, because I got to keep my identity a secret. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that would suck.
It would. Because
I ain't going to hold you. If I'm a superhero, I'm charging y'all. Hell yeah, get paid for my service. Everybody else get paid. Why I can't get paid? You want to charge?
I never thought of it. I never thought about that.
If you have superpowers, would you charge or not?
I guess it depends on what my superpowers are. It depends on what they are. You don't think so? So you just charge for anything?
If I got a superpower, I'm charging.
I feel you.
Shit, I ain't finna get this time and effort.
I say you gotta pay for it.
Gotta pay for this.
Bro, I start charging people by the minute. If you're injured on a building and I swing you from a hospital and that trip took 5 minutes, I'm expecting $50 for my service. You refuse, I promise I'll swing you back up. Oh, but I thought you were a hero. Aren't you Spider-Man? Nah, I'm the black one. The black one. And there's so many situations that heroes are...
They got a mama and daddy. Charge it to the insurance. The deductible. Oh, boy.
put in that if I was put in the same situation, I would have just left. Like at the end of Spider-Man 1 when he had to save MJ and the kids and Goblin came rushing in trying to impale him, bro, I'm dropping them. I'm sorry. He wouldn't have gotten a chance to get that close. I would have been at the top of the bridge by now. Or later on, when he caught a grenade to the face, I'm calling a timeout. I realized I'm in over my head. I wasn't expecting to be fighting real demons. Or when the Goblin came back in No Way Home putting the beats on Tom. He ate his hit and then punched him out the window. Allowed him to get a barrage of hits off just to laugh in his face and then proceeded to slam him through the floor. Picked his ass up, busted his back on the ceiling, and then spears him through multiple floors. 5 to be exact. And then he kills Aunt May. Would have been my last night wearing the mask. Never in my life have I seen him get beat like that. But even simple stuff like running out of webs, and that happened multiple times, and each time it was his back taking that hit. I'm taking at least a week break from swinging after that. I can still do my basic heroic deeds, but I'm using public transportation. I'm gonna be too afraid to jump off rooftops. And even later on when he's fighting Doc Ock, out of everyone in the crowd, he just happens to grab my aunt. I bet if Peter was a bank teller, this would never have happened. Being a superhero just gives you negative luck. He was really chilling at a coffee shop and the nigga threw a car at the window. What? He tells Peter to tell Spider-Man to meet him somewhere. Of course, Peter's gonna say, hey man, I don't know where he's at. Then runs off with MJ like, gosh, again? You got kidnapped the last movie. But I mean, at least he still has his girl, cause you know, Andrew, not so lucky. And every Spider-Man has to go through their best friend wanting to kill him, but out of all 3, Tom had it the worst. He had it all, but then lost it all. Had Aunt May, a roof over his head, not worrying about rent, but now she's gone. Had Tony Stark, the father figure in his life, but now he's gone. At the end of No Way Home, a spell was casted that had everyone forget who Peter Parker was. So he lost MJ, Ned, anyone who knew who he was. Oh, and by the way, he's broke. Got an apartment now, but those rent due papers gonna be coming soon. And all the Avengers are either dead, trash, or somewhere in space. Can't ask nobody for help. Spider-Man has it bad. But someone who has it worse, Wolverine. His healing factor alone will suck with how long his lifespan is, but the things he's been through made it 10 times worse. When he was a child, this man walks into his house, popped his dad. He awakens his ability, kills that man, but then he finds out something very important. Turns out his father wasn't actually his father. He is. The guy he just killed was his real dad. First 3 minutes of the movie, by the way. So now it's only him and his brother Victor. Grew up together, fought in like 4 different wars. Even when Victor started tweaking a little bit, Logan still stood by his side. That's until Victor really lost it when he was okay with killing an innocent man. So Logan said, yeah, no, I'm out of here. Went their separate ways. Fast forward to when he found himself a girl, living the good life, until she dies. Got killed by his own brother. Now bent on revenge, he accepts Stryker's proposal and pretty much becoming invincible. Getting metal, adamantium melded to his spine. Anesthesia doesn't work on him, so he's feeling every bit of that. Then he overhears that Stryker was actually planning on erasing his memory, so he runs away. This kind couple was nice enough to take him in, but they died too. Blew up the house at that. Their bodies are ashes. Fast forward again to where you find the island Stryker is stationed at. And guess what? His girl never died. Her job was to keep an eye on him. And you know what her powers are? Tacto hypnosis. She can influence anyone she touches. Can't make this up. He's been going through it the entire movie and we're still not done. A few minutes later, she gets the chance to tell him, oh, I never tricked you. It was real for me too. 5 minutes later, Logan finds her with a bullet hole in her gut. She does die at the end of this, but all of a sudden, he gets shot with adamantium bullets. Caught a bullet to the head twice, erasing his memories. The only hint he has to who he was is the name Logan written on his dog tag. And something similar happened in the X-Men Last Stand movie. Well, kinda. His girl died again. But he was the one who had to kill her because he was the only one able to get close. And this scene scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid. I don't remember why either. I don't know if it was because everything was turning to dust or what.
You see how bad they gotta go through it? You telling me you wouldn't put a price tag on your powers?
I didn't say I wouldn't, I just never thought about it.
And they'll stop people from calling you so much.
Yeah. Maybe if it's like a high enough price tag, they probably stop calling.
You know,
But if my price is not that high, then they probably still gonna be calling.
you know the one thing everybody like to duck and dodge.
What?
They don't want no contact with a bill collector. So if I'm collecting my bills, I ain't gotta worry about people calling me, bothering me.
That's true.
But when somebody gonna come and they gonna be willing to pay, and they gonna pay on time. Those are people with good credit.
They gonna pay how?
Good time. Those people they got good credit. So I ain't gotta worry about them. I know they got me.
Well.
Yeah. So it can be these motherfuckers I don't want to deal with.
A kid. I don't remember why either. I don't know if it was because everything was turning to dust or what. Something in this scene just terrified me. But of course, the Logan movie. The best superhero movie of all time. This is when they finally stopped pushing us in a stroller and let us walk on our feet. This is what Wolverine is supposed to feel like. In the other Wolverine movies, he'd stab someone and no blood would be seen. But in this, full body parts were flying. But even so, it was depressing. A movie about old man Logan trying to live out his final moments with a sick Charles. The X-Men are gone, mutants are now on the brink of extinction, and the adamantium fused with them that once felt like finding a gold scar is now poisoning his body. I'm pretty sure his original plan was to buy a boat, sail away with Charles, stay with him until the end, and when Charles was gone, use that single adamantium bullet to take himself out. Now, of course, that didn't happen. Instead, he had to watch Charles bleed out, and the one who did it was a clone of himself. Now, if you don't know, Charles is the one who gave Logan a purpose after he lost his memories. So that was kind of like losing his father. So after that, he dedicated the rest of his life to helping Laura, aka his daughter, aka the GOAT. Hey Marvel, I'm still waiting on her movie, by the way. By helping her and her fellow mutant friends escape their captors. But in the process, had this fire ass scene. Like, I can't talk about this movie and not glaze this, bro. Berserk Logan.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Not gonna lie, I got this over Infinity War, Endgame, whatever movie moment you have in your mind. I have this over that. But anyways, this is an elderly man we're talking about. He can take out everyone here except himself. There was truly no way he's winning going against a prime version of himself. Yeah, he was doomed from the start. And it took Laura shooting him with the adamantium bullet to kill him. Man, and this... the first time the entire movie, she calls him dad. Till this day, this scene still gets me. In 2017, my first time seeing this, I'll gladly say I was bawling. Tears running down my face, throat scratching. You would have thought I lost an actual loved one the way I was acting. But yeah, his life sucked. Every good thing was followed by 10 terrible things. He could not catch a break. And honestly, this could really extend to mutants in general. The human race hates mutants with every fiber of their being. A mutant would save their life, but the second they find out what you are, don't touch me, you filthy mutant. Like, shit got crazy over there. They say mutant like it's a slur. They'll hate on Wolverine, but then go and praise the Hulk, the giant green monster. Oh, he's just a superhero. I promise it doesn't make any sense. At first, I thought the X-Men universe was just completely separate from the MCU, like a whole different timeline where people don't like anything that isn't normal, but Deadpool made it seem like everything was connected, so at this point, I don't know. Whatever side of the world the X-Men are on is pure racism. Like, there was a whole war going on, thousands of them in captivity. Humans built machines that adapt to every mutant ability, and honestly, we lost. The mutants lost. Logan had to go back in time to make sure the war never started. And even in the Logan movie, we find out they made a drug that stops the birth of mutants. Like, they did not like them at all. But the next one we got, Bruce Wayne. As a child, he witnessed both his parents get murdered. So he became Batman, putting fear into criminals' hearts to make sure no one else ever went through the same pain. Sounds great, right? But everyone wants to be Batman until it's time for the mandatory Bane beating, until Bane snaps your fucking spine, or just having to deal with the Joker. He's the type of nigga to strap a bomb to a baby's chest and tell you, so Batman, Will you save the baby or stop the gas leak in a daycare 100 miles from here? It's like it's all fun and games until he gives you an impossible choice. And not to mention how he barely gets any downtime. At night, he's protecting Gotham, and during the day, he's running one of the biggest companies in the world. All shits and giggles until you're off 40 minutes of sleep. Or how he has to worry about the people he works with getting hurt. Barbara getting paralyzed. Jason Todd getting tortured. Lucius getting blown up if we're talking about the games. Nightwing dying to a fucking stick. Like, I'm sure he blames himself for most of those too. Like, imagine waking up one day, seeing Scarecrow douse a random diner with fear toxins, and then hacking into the billboard saying this is only the beginning, so now the entire city's getting evacuated. And now all that fills the streets are a bunch of criminals doing random stuff like flipping cars. Like, did you get joy out of that? What was the purpose? And then all of a sudden, some guy calling himself the Arkham Knight pulls up with a weird obsession to Batman. At the start, we had no clue who this was, so I know Batman was just like, dude, who are you? Even later on, the entire city gets flooded with toxins. Like, he did all this in one night on a random Tuesday. Also, this wasn't a main mission, but it should have been. When Catwoman got kidnapped by the Riddler. Now, that was my main priority. Fuck whatever Scarecrow got going on. I have more important things to do. But speaking of her, one of the worst things is Batman's canon event. Meeting Catwoman, Selina Kyle. And it must work the same way it does in a Spider-Man movie. His canon event is to meet her and never get with her, or it's a one-night type thing, because if he goes any further than that, the universe is going to get unstable, going to start unraveling, and I promise if I was Batman, we're all dead. At the end of the Batman movie, when Selina said, yo, you should come with me, yes, immediately, I was hoping he was gonna say that. Actually, I hid my suitcase around the corner. I'm ready. Gotham would have never seen me again. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Probably gonna do a part 2, so put some superheroes down in the comments.
I would have left too.
Bro, these folks ain't worth it. And what's that worth that time or effort?
I ain't got time, child.
You don't believe it?
I'll be drained. Yeah.
I'm gone. Tell you, bro. Hey, man. Y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
Yeah.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long.